the enigmatic Lilith, unveiling the myth and her modern worship. In the labyrinth of mythology and folklore, few figures are as enigmatic and captivating as Lilith. Her story spans across various cultures and epochs, morphing from a demoness feared by many to a symbol of female empowerment embraced by some. This article delves deep into the ancient origins of Lilith, exploring her transformation through the centuries and her role in contemporary spiritual practices. Ancient Mesopotamian roots. Lilith's tale begins in the cradle of ancient Mesopotamian mythology, where she is first mentioned in Sumerian, Akkadian, and Babylonian texts. In these early accounts, Lilith appears as a wind spirit or a storm demon, associated with the air and night. The Sumerians referred to her as Lilitu, a class of female spirits known for their nocturnal visits and their penchant for stirring up mischief and chaos. In these ancient myths, Lilith's primary role was that of a succubus, a night demon who preys on sleeping men to seduce them and produce demonic offspring. This depiction highlights the early association of Lilith with both sexuality and death, themes that would continue to evolve throughout her mythological journey. Jewish mysticism and folklore. Lilith's most prominent appearance is in Jewish mythology, particularly in texts such as the alphabet of Ben Sira and the Zohar. According to these sources, Lilith was Adam's first wife, created simultaneously from the same earth. This parallel creation meant that Lilith viewed herself as equal to Adam, leading to conflict when she refused to submit to him. Her insistence on equality and independence led to her expulsion from the Garden of Eden. In her defiance, Lilith transformed into a demoness associated with seduction, nocturnal emissions, and the death of infants. These themes are prevalent in the Zohar, a foundational work of Jewish mysticism, where Lilith is depicted as a succubus, preying on men in their sleep and causing harm to women and children. This depiction cemented her reputation as both a symbol of female autonomy and a malevolent force. The alphabet of Ben Sira, a medieval Jewish text, further elaborates on Lilith's story. According to this account, after leaving Adam, Lilith fled to the Red Sea, where she consorted with demons and gave birth to a myriad of demonic offspring. God sent 3 angels to retrieve her, but Lilith refused to return, arguing that she was created to be independent and equal to Adam. As a result, she was cursed to lose 100 of her demon children each day. In retaliation, Lilith vowed to harm human infants, particularly newborn boys. Lilith in medieval and Renaissance thought. The rise of the witch stereotype. During the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, Lilith's image further evolved, influenced by the prevailing cultural and religious attitudes of the time. As the fear of witchcraft grew, Lilith became an archetype for the witch, embodying the traits of rebellion, sexual freedom, and danger that were associated with sorcery. Artists and writers of the period often portrayed her as a beautiful, seductive woman, highlighting her dual nature as both alluring and deadly. The Malleus Maleficarum, a 15th-century treatise on witchcraft, references Lilith as the first witch, setting the stage for her association with witchcraft and sorcery. This connection reinforced the idea that women who sought independence or defied societal norms were dangerous and aligned with evil forces. Lilith's image became a tool for controlling female behavior and reinforcing patriarchal structures. Influence on Christian iconography. Lilith's influence extended into Christian thought, where she was often depicted as a foil to the Virgin Mary. While Mary embodied purity, obedience, and motherhood, Lilith represented the antithesis: sexual liberation, defiance, and childlessness. This dichotomy reinforced the association of Lilith with sin and temptation, further entrenching her in the cultural imagination as a figure to be feared and controlled. Renaissance art often depicted Lilith alongside the serpent in the Garden of Eden, suggesting that she played a role in the original sin. This portrayal blurred the lines between her mythological origins and Christian theology, creating a complex and multifaceted image of Lilith that persisted through the ages. Modern interpretations and reclamation. Feminist reinterpretations. In contemporary times, Lilith has undergone a significant transformation, particularly within feminist circles. She is often reclaimed as a symbol of female empowerment and resistance against patriarchal oppression. Feminist scholars and writers view Lilith's refusal to submit to Adam not as a sign of evil, but as an assertion of her right to autonomy and equality. The feminist reinterpretation of Lilith began in the 20th century with the rise of the women's liberation movement. Authors such as Judith Plaskow and Esther Fuchs re-examined Lilith's story through a feminist lens, highlighting her strength, independence, and refusal to conform to traditional gender roles. Lilith became an icon of feminist resistance, representing the struggle for gender equality and the rejection of oppressive societal norms. Lilith in literature and art. Lilith's influence can be seen in a wide array of modern literature and art. From the poetry of Sylvia Plath to the novels of Angela Carter, Lilith is portrayed as a complex, multifaceted character embodying both dark and empowering aspects. Visual artists have also embraced Lilith, using her image to explore themes of sexuality, power, and identity. In literature, Lilith appears as a powerful and enigmatic figure in works such as George MacDonald's Lilith, a novel that explores themes of redemption and transformation. In poetry, she is often invoked as a muse of darkness and rebellion, inspiring writers to delve into the deeper, more complex aspects of the human psyche. Visual artists have depicted Lilith in a variety of ways, from seductive femme fatale to powerful goddess. Her image is often used to challenge traditional notions of femininity and to celebrate the strength and independence of women. In contemporary art, Lilith continues to be a source of inspiration, representing the ongoing struggle for gender equality and the reclamation of female power. Neo-paganism and witchcraft. The role of Lilith in modern witchcraft. Within neo-pagan and witchcraft communities, Lilith is venerated as a goddess of female sexuality, freedom, and power. Her worship often involves rituals that celebrate personal empowerment, sexual liberation, and the reclamation of feminine strength. Lilith's followers might engage in meditations, offerings, and rituals designed to invoke her presence and seek her guidance. Rituals dedicated to Lilith often involve the use of symbols and tools that represent her attributes. Common symbols include the owl, representing wisdom and the night, and the serpent, signifying transformation and knowledge. Ritual tools might include candles, incense, and crystals, all chosen for their associations with Lilith's energy. Meditations and invocations. Meditative practices and invocations are central to Lilith worship. Practitioners may recite prayers or chants, calling upon Lilith to aid them in their personal journeys toward empowerment and liberation. These meditations often focus on themes of inner strength, sexual autonomy, and breaking free from societal constraints. Creating sacred spaces. Creating a sacred space dedicated to Lilith is another common practice among her followers. These spaces often include altars adorned with symbols and offerings such as flowers, feathers, and dark-colored stones. The act of creating and maintaining this sacred space is seen as an expression of devotion and a means of connecting with Lilith's energy. Lilith in popular culture. Literature and film. Lilith's influence extends far beyond spiritual circles and into popular culture. She has been featured in various forms of media, from literature and music to television and film. In literature, she appears in works such as George MacDonald's Lilith, a novel that explores themes of redemption and transformation. In film and television, Lilith often appears as a powerful, enigmatic character, embodying both her ancient roots and modern reinterpretations. Television and music. In television, Lilith has appeared in shows like Supernatural and True Blood, where she is portrayed as a powerful and seductive figure. In these portrayals, Lilith embodies the traits of independence, strength, and defiance that have come to define her mythological persona. Her character often serves as a foil to more traditional representations of female characters, challenging viewers to reconsider their perceptions of femininity and power. In music, artists such as Halsey and Florence Welch have referenced Lilith, drawing on her mythological significance to explore themes of empowerment and rebellion. Lilith's influence can be seen in song lyrics, album art, and music videos, where she is often depicted as a symbol of strength and defiance. Contemporary worship and community. Online communities and resources. The advent of the Internet has facilitated the growth of online communities dedicated to Lilith worship. These platforms provide resources, support, and a sense of community for those who venerate Lilith. Websites, forums, and social media groups offer information on rituals, meditations, and the historical context of Lilith's mythology. Online communities also provide a space for individuals to share their personal experiences and insights related to Lilith worship. This sense of connection and shared purpose helps to foster a deeper understanding of Lilith's significance and her role in contemporary spiritual practices. Annual gatherings and events. In addition to online communities, there are also annual gatherings and events where practitioners come together to celebrate Lilith. These events often include workshops, rituals, and discussions, providing opportunities for learning and connection. One notable example is the Lilith Fair, a music festival celebrating female artists. Named in honor of the mythic figure. This festival, founded by musician Sarah McLachlan in the late 1990s, sought to provide a platform for women in music, echoing Lilith's role as a symbol of female empowerment and autonomy. The fair brought together a diverse array of female musicians, fostering a sense of community and solidarity. Other gatherings dedicated to Lilith include spiritual retreats, workshops, and conferences, where participants can delve deeper into her mythology and explore her significance in their lives. These events often feature rituals, meditations, and discussions led by experienced practitioners, offering opportunities for personal growth and spiritual development. The psychological and cultural impact of Lilith. Lilith as an archetype. Psychologists and cultural theorists have long been interested in Lilith as an archetype. Her story resonates on a deep psychological level, representing themes of independence, rebellion, and the dark aspects of the feminine psyche. Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist, identified Lilith as a powerful symbol of the shadow self, the repressed and often darker aspects of the personality. Lilith's archetype embodies the aspects of femininity that have historically been suppressed or demonized, such as sexual autonomy, assertiveness, and defiance of societal norms. By reclaiming Lilith, individuals can explore and integrate these aspects of themselves, leading to greater self-awareness and personal growth. Cultural reflections and social movements. Lilith's enduring presence in mythology and modern worship reflects broader cultural and social movements. Her reclamation by feminist and neo-pagan communities speaks to a growing desire for empowerment, autonomy, and a redefinition of traditional gender roles. Lilith's story is a testament to the enduring power of myth and its ability to evolve and resonate with contemporary issues. The resurgence of interest in Lilith also mirrors the broader cultural shift towards recognizing and celebrating the diversity of female experiences. As societies continue to grapple with issues of gender equality, Lilith serves as a potent reminder of the importance of honoring and embracing the full spectrum of feminine power. The worship of Lilith, practices and beliefs. Lilith as a goddess of empowerment. For many modern practitioners, Lilith is revered as a goddess of empowerment, sexuality, and independence. Her worship involves rituals and practices that celebrate these themes, often focusing on personal transformation and self-discovery. Rituals and offerings. Rituals dedicated to Lilith can vary widely, but they often include elements such as candles, incense, and offerings of food and drink. Common offerings include wine, dark chocolate, and fruits, symbolizing abundance and indulgence. Practitioners may also use red and black candles, representing passion and mystery, respectively. Meditations and visualizations. Meditations and visualizations are key components of Lilith worship. Practitioners may use guided meditations to connect with Lilith's energy, often visualizing themselves in her presence or embodying her traits. These practices can help individuals tap into their inner strength, assertiveness, and sexual power. Invocations and prayers. Invocations and prayers are another common practice in Lilith worship. Practitioners may recite specific invocations to call upon Lilith's presence, asking for her guidance and support in their personal journeys. These invocations often emphasize themes of empowerment, liberation, and the rejection of societal constraints. Lilith in modern witchcraft. The role of Lilith in contemporary witchcraft. Within the broader context of modern witchcraft, Lilith holds a unique and significant role. She is often seen as a patroness of witches, representing the rebellious and independent spirit that is central to many witchcraft traditions. Her influence can be seen in a variety of practices, from spellwork and divination to ritual and ceremony. Spellwork and magic. In spellwork, Lilith is often invoked for matters related to love, sexuality, and personal power. Practitioners may create spells and rituals designed to enhance their confidence, attract a lover, or assert their independence. Lilith's association with the night and the moon makes her a powerful ally in nocturnal rituals and moon magic. Divination and insight. Divination practices, such as tarot reading and scrying, may also involve Lilith. Practitioners might call upon her for insight and guidance, particularly in matters related to personal empowerment and transformation. Lilith's wisdom is seen as a valuable resource for those seeking to navigate the complexities of their own lives. Ritual and ceremony. Ritual and ceremony play a central role in Lilith worship within modern witchcraft. These rituals often take place in sacred spaces, such as outdoor groves or home altars, and involve the use of symbols and tools that resonate with Lilith's energy. Participants may perform ceremonial dances, sing hymns, and engage in other acts of devotion to honor Lilith and invoke her presence. Lilith's influence on modern spirituality. Reclaiming the feminine divine. Lilith's resurgence in modern spirituality is part of a broader movement to reclaim and celebrate the feminine divine. In many traditional religious systems, female deities and aspects of the divine feminine have been marginalized or demonized. The reclamation of figures like Lilith represents an effort to restore balance and honor the full spectrum of divine expression. This movement is often associated with goddess worship and ecofeminism, which emphasize the interconnectedness of all life and the importance of honoring the earth and its cycles. Lilith, as a powerful and independent figure, embodies the principles of autonomy, resilience, and reverence for the natural world. empowerment and self-discovery for many practitioners. Lilith serves as a guide and mentor in their journeys of empowerment and self-discovery. Her story of defiance and self-assertion resonates deeply with those who seek to break free from societal constraints and embrace their true selves. By connecting with Lilith, individuals can find the strength to assert their boundaries, embrace their sexuality, and pursue their passions. Healing and transformation. Lilith's energy is also associated with healing and transformation. Her connection to the night and the moon symbolizes the cyclical nature of life and the potential. That was the first 2,500 words of the article. Please upgrade your plan to listen to up to 500,000 words. Simply go to audioread.com/ad and you'll see the upgrade option. Your support helps us keep making the service better. Thank you.